The news don talk say President Bola Tinubu on Independence Day, he supposed to talk about the protest that is going on, but he no come talk about the protest. Instead, he come talk about he come announce the convocation of 30 days National Youth Conference. Na wetin he come dey talk about be that. And e be like say this man, he no know say people dey hungry o. He no know say people dey die o. He no care. He no just address that situation at all. Because on the Independence Day, every Nigerians dey expect say President Bola Tinubu go talk about the hunger strike, the starvation wey dey go on this country. Everybody think say Bola Tinubu go talk about it. Because Nigerians don dey wait to see the day that President Bola Tinubu go reduce fuel price. Imagine, you increase fuel price in 2023, and people are complaining everywhere that it's too high. They are not able to manage the economy. Now, in 2024, you can't even increase am far from wetin you increase before. This time around, e be like say you throw bomb in the midst of Nigeria to finish them. In fact, make we tell you, President Bola Tinubu, you are killing people. People are dying all over 36 states of Nigeria. Nobody is talking of good of you. If you think say you did there to do good, you are not doing any good. You are not doing any good. You are doing people harm than good. And when people dey talk, you always dey talk say he come to help Nigeria. We don't know how you came to help us. Make you talk how you come to help us. You no wan talk am. So something dey happen o. When something dey happen, when everybody need to open his eyes, because for what dey happen so e pass everybody power. Because Nigeria as a country, they don put all their hope on crude oil. Na im make we dey suffer. So when one president come, one president go, me I dey expect say they go talk about agriculture so that food go reduce. So that food go dey. Nobody talk about it. Only wetin they know na to dey come and increase fuel price all the time. Imagine, President Bola Tinubu, he did not talk about the protests going on. He did not talk about the hunger strike going on. He did not talk about the hardship wey dey go on in this country. He just come dey talk another thing. And so people no lis ten to wetin him dey talk. So I think he is doing more harm than good. My people, make we hear the remaining one from the body of the news. President Bola Tinubu on Tuesday ignored the nationwide hunger protest, which started the same time with he began to address the nation in his Independence Day speech. The protest, mostly being organized by the youth, also took place in August, and organizers announcement organizer announced part 2 after their demands remain unmet. Bola Tinubu in his address failed to mention the protest but announced that the federal government is set to organize a national youth conference to address diverse challenges confronting young Nigerians. He said the conference, which will last for 30 days, will unite Nigerian youth nationwide. Tinubu, in his address, said the conference will provide meaningful dialogue and empower our young people to participate actively in nation building by ensuring that their voices are heard in shaping the policies that impact their lives. We are creating a pathway for a brighter tomorrow, the president says. The 30 days confab will unite young people nationwide to collaboratively develop solutions to issues such as education, empowerment, employment, innovation, security, and social justice. The government will thoroughly consider and implement the recommendations and outcomes from this forum as we remain resolute in our mission to build a more inclusive, prosperous, and unite Nigerians. Please, my people at home, you have heard in my analysis, and now you have heard it again in the body of the news, that this man recklessly did not talk about the hunger strike that is going on in this country. Instead, he began to talk about the conference that they are going to hold 30 days, that in that conference, many things are going to be talked about. Now, the current situation that is killing people, the current situation that is bringing suffering, starvation, and hunger strike to people, he did not address that. It seems that President Bola Tinubu like what is going on. That is why he keep on increasing fuel price. Now, if I may ask him a question, is it among the natural resources that Nigeria have, is it only the crude oil we have? Why did they not talk about developing or trying to discover more things so that the youth will have employment? Because the reason why crimes are increasing every day is because the youth have no job, no employment. I am of the opinion that when President Bola Tinubu will come, he will create job opportunity for the youth. But nothing like that. It is not, he's going to talk about it after he has ruled for how many years. So at this point, we want to speak to the general public that something uncontrollable is going on in this country that one cannot talk about. So every Nigerian should be ready. The leaders are not ready to help. If you know any way to help yourself positively to get food on your table for yourself and your family, go and do it. Don't rely on the leaders. They are not there to help. They are there to help themselves and their family. Now, upon all these things that is happening, they are happening to the less privileged, the average man. The big men in Nigeria, it did not touch them. That is why you see that the National House of Assembly, the House of Senate, the executive, nobody is talking about what is going on. It is the poor people that are suffering. So right now, the Nigerians, you ready? Do something to be able to put food on your table because our leader did not care. That is what we can see in the life of President Bola Tinubu. Thanks for listening.